About 2 weeks ago, I purchased an original booster pack for less than $200. Let's jump into it. So, what in the world could I possibly have purchased for less than $200 that was an original release booster pack? Of course, not first edition base set. That is, the ship is way been sailed for that. It is Shigong. Shigong. That is never going to be sub $200 again for the rest of our lives. Even if Pokemon tanks, that will never be below $200. I can confirm that. So, what I'm talking about actually is Yu-Gi-Oh! The first ever printed booster pack. I posted this on my Instagram recently, but I purchased the first ever booster pack from Yu-Gi-Oh! For $150 on eBay. Read them and weep. This is the volume 1. There was a starter deck before this, but this was the first booster pack that came out. 2 ultra rares came in this: Dark Magician and Gaia the Fierce Knight. Why it has blue eyes on the cover, false advertisement, like somebody had mentioned, it totally is. There's no blue eyes in this pack. It's literally Dark Magician and Gaia the Fierce Knight. 150. There's semi like GX era, like I'm thinking Invasion of Chaos first edition packs, stuff that cost the same as this. Like this, I think 150 I got was a pretty good deal. Nobody was really looking for it. I made an offer, the guy accepted. But yeah, this was a pretty dang good deal in my opinion. There's others listed much higher still on eBay. But this is just the stuff that's out there in this game is still pretty insane. I'm not shilling it. I'm not invested. I have 1 pack. I'm not going to open it, but I have 1 pack. I don't have a bajillion of them. I'm not going to go make that play and buy a bajillion of them. But this stuff is pretty crazy how this pack is the first one from 1999 from Japan. This is the Japanese one, not the English pack. The English pack was the Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon that came out. Everybody knows what that looks like. Came in these boxes. Came in one of these. So this was the volume 1 pack. A bunch of really bad cards. A bunch of really bad cards came in this pack, and let me just run some down for you. Literally the best card probably was Dark Magician, and that's about it. Literally the rest of the cards are trash. They're all a bunch of normal monsters. It's pretty bad. I guess you got a Dark Hole in there, so that's probably the best card. This is pretty sweet though. I really am excited. I probably am going to grade it just to encapsulate and have it in the collection. I don't have a first edition base set Pokemon pack. I did at one point. The price, I paid a lot, and I planned on selling it, and I did. I flipped it. That was one of my earliest flips in doing this. This price point at 150, I don't think I planned probably to ever sell it. It would go sit in the collection. Like that price point for this piece of just history is amazing. The earliest starter decks are $5,000. This is the price I said it was. 150-ish is what I purchased it for. If you could find it for the same price on eBay, go do it. I haven't looked further than this one. It's pretty sick. Like I said, there's so many freaking Yu-Gi-Oh packs that cost this amount. Like we just did, there was at a Collecticon a box break of Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon, the first English set that did the box break, and it was like $450, $500 a pack. That's insane. This is awesome. This is pretty cool. And you can differentiate the cards. The cards do look different than some of the ones later released. They don't have the little Eye of Anubis down on the bottom right. Really, really cool thing. And I am excited to just further deepen the look into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I fully love it. I love it. And it's definitely not a flipping game for me. I may have sold, actually haven't sold, I don't think any Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff on my eBay. I might be here soon. I have a CGC submission coming back. I did grade a few cards that I think I plan on selling. Actually, I did send some to Z&G Emporium, but those are cards that very few that did not fit the collection, and they were not the cards I wanted in my collection, so that's why they shipped out. But I have a substantial number of cards now in my Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection. I look forward to kind of going through that here. I don't think I've ever kind of reviewed that on this channel, so that's definitely going to be happening. As you might have seen in my Legacy of Darkness booster box opening when I pulled the Dagreenshiz, obviously it gets me going. Absolutely love it. Hoping to do some more vintage box openings this year. Maybe some Pokemon, we'll see. But I definitely love it. It's definitely a thrill, and getting mint cards out of packs is pretty cool. Like, part of me wants to open this. Like, I feel like I don't lose money if any of these grade PSA 10s. And there's not many cards in here. I'd guess maybe 5. For how thin this is, it's probably a 5-card pack. Maybe 4. Probably 5, though. But yeah, it's pretty dope. I'm looking forward to just discovering new things all the time. Obviously, I knew this existed. I just never looked into buying one. I knew what the starter deck prices were at 5,000 effing dollars. Never wanted to mess with that, so went to the next best thing for my collection. It's pretty sick. It's got Yama Yugi on the front, and it's got the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Thing's beautiful. So you got to keep your eyes open, people. You don't got to be sticking in the most expensive categories of collecting. You don't got to be blowing all your money on high-end expensive Pokemon cards. You don't need to be spending any money. You could just live vicariously through somebody else. But there are other cheaper options out there. Like, I was on a huge World of Warcraft kick, and it was extraordinary. Booster boxes for $50. Like, being able to rip booster boxes that cost $50, $60. Yu-Gi-Oh does that. Their boxes are about that price. I haven't really got into like modern-ish booster boxes for Yu-Gi-Oh, but maybe that is on the horizon, but we'll see, because they are kind of cheap compared to Pokemon, that's for damn sure. But this is awesome. There's so much out there, people. Video games, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, all the other TCGs that I have discussed, talked about. Opportunities are endless. New TCGs coming out all the time. It's crazy. So, just a reminder, you guys, new podcast, new channel, link down below in the description, at the top of the description. It's called Slab Podcast, doing that with Professor Oak. First recording is this Sunday. Gonna upload it Tuesday morning, so be there, be square. Appreciate all the love and support so far. First episode's gonna be a banger. Hope you guys have a good one. Happy New Year. Talk to you all soon. Peace.